Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. Okay, my name is Jason, if you're not familiar with us, and we're out here today in Southwest Ohio. Birds are singing, it's a beautiful day, and it's time for us to get something planted that we love, that we adore, that it's a wonderful snack, great addition to dishes, and it's a great side dish as well. But before we go into that, I'm gonna show you what we're doing, okay? If you can see it or not, the sun's right behind us, but we have a trellis here, okay? On this trellis, we normally grow green beans in the summer, but before we do that, we put something else on here. Now, we had a bunch of weeds kind of growing up through, as you normally would, and if you can't see it, I'm not sure you can or not, but I used the weed burner. I used the weed burner, or flame weeder, I guess I should say, flame weeder, on this section here, all the way down through here. It's about a 14-foot row, and I just burned all that up, and I burned off most of the old bean vines that were on top of the trellis as well, and I used that and let them all fall down, because this burnt product will add richness and nutrients to the soil. So now I got to mix all this in, refertilize the ground, and we'll get started. And this thing that we're planting is a Magnolia tendril pea. It's a type of sugar snap pea that obviously needs cooler weather. It can handle some hotter weather, but it likes a little cooler weather. And in order to help us along the way, we are soaking the seeds, okay? Here's a couple of seeds that we're soaking. We're soaking these seeds to give us a head start. We put them in the water about 5 hours ago, okay? So we're just trying to give them a little head start on germinating. You don't have to soak every seed that you plant, okay? Like tomatoes and peppers, squashes, things of that nature don't really need soaking at all. Really, truly, the peas don't need soaking, but we're soaking them to give us a head start on germination, okay? If you don't know this, seeds that when they germinate, they're just rehydrating. They have to rehydrate and then split and sprout, okay? So these peas can take a little bit longer to germinate in the ground than what we really would like. So we soaked them for about 4 or 5 hours. You could probably go as much as 6 on peas. I wouldn't go much longer than that because we don't like them too soft. Other seeds that you can soak are beets, Swiss chard. They're in the same family. You may want to soak those a little bit longer because they're harder seeds, so you might be able to go 12 hours or so on those. Some people will soak everything longer. I prefer a little shorter time just to soften them up a little bit, because I'm afraid of harming the actual seed itself to where it's too soft and squishy, you know, and then where they start cracking on their own. We'd rather not have that, rather let that go in the ground, and they can sprout naturally in the ground so they can produce the plant there. If you want to speed up that process, you can put in warm water. Also, you could soak bean seeds, but I wouldn't soak them very long at all. They're pretty good on their own. We've never really had an issue with germination on those, so we prefer not to soak our bean seeds at all. But peas, it's good to soak, and then the beets and Swiss chard especially. And we prefer to really soak them to where they just give just a little bit. I mean, like when you squish them, I'm just putting a little pressure on them, you can feel just a little bit of give on them. Not much at all, so the integrity of that seed is still intact, but they've started rehydrating already. So as you can see, we got this dirt broke up, and we pulled any of the roots out there we needed to pull out. We put our organic fertilizer in there, and this is the tool we use. This right here, not much to it, just a 4-tined fork, okay? This dirt right here is already pretty decent. We've worked on it, added dirt to it over the years. It's pretty loose as it is. So we just need to break everything up and not be too harsh with it. We just scraped through there and pulled up the roots and have at it. Now here we got our peas. I drained them off, and they still have a little firmness to them, but they have started to rehydrate just a hair, right? That's all we want, just a little bit. And I'm going to use these bad boys right here and make my rut. I'm just going to take them and just nuzzle a little row out through there. Just got to keep this up here next to this trellis, because these do run, okay? They'll run up this trellis right here, and then they'll bloom as they come up through here to produce the peas. Need to give them about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch space depth, okay? And we're going to plant them, get that weed out of there. And we're going to plant them about 2 inches apart, okay? Just a little rough. I ain't going to be too crazy about them. Just keep them going as you go. Just drop them down, right? See, just like that. Once you get them all done, you just take your hand, take the dirt, rake it right back over like that. You know? Very simple method, but it's also a wonderful, delicious vegetable that we can't do without. We love it. And might as well get something growing right now in the cooler weather before it's time to plant more vegetables for the warmer weather, correct? So we do appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Again, my name is Jason. This is Angela Kay. It's Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.